All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' Podcast. Skinny D and the Sandman in the barbershop once again after spring break, did Easter and all that stuff. Hope that was nice for you, man.
Oh, yeah, it was real good.
It's good. It's good. We got to talk about Shedeur.
Shedeur.
And I feel bad. Like, it got to a point where I feel bad.
I did, too. I was watching their live stream, and I could kind of see where I was like, damn, I do kind of feel bad for
Well,
the kid.
I mean, I think he was evaluated correctly. Like, all the draft people that are like, this is not a first round.
I agree with you there.
And I think he got hyped to a point, and I don't think it's his fault. And
Not at all.
I don't blame him for believing his own hype and all that shit.
He's a kid.
But he was never going number one, ever.
Not even top 10.
And it's just so, like, the way he went about it, man, like he had, and this is part of the problem too, I think. Like, did you see his draft room? He had like a draft room built.
The logo thing.
Yeah, but he only had, so in his draft room, he had the hats for the NFL teams. But
I saw that.
But he only had 20 hats. So there was 12 teams already that he was like, I'm not playing there.
Oh, well,
And then
I did see that. I didn't. Okay.
yeah, so there was 12 teams that were on his no list.
So you're telling them don't draft me?
Yeah, I mean, basically, they must have already told him don't draft me. And apparently his interviews went really shitty. He didn't throw for anybody.
He refused the combine and tried to stage his own shit at CU.
Well, and then Shiloh didn't get signed until he fired Deion as his agent and got a different one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Deion was his agent. Shiloh fired him and got a different agent, and then he was on the Bucks.
Deion dad or Deion Jr.?
Deion dad,
Deion dad.
I think.
Well, yeah, you're a professional.
How are you allowed to be an agent for somebody if you're maybe it is Deion Jr.
It might be Deion Jr. Because I know he's getting in the sports agencies and like he has a whole bunch of shit going on, film and all that shit going on. So maybe it's him.
Yeah, Shiloh actually, I like Shiloh a lot. Shiloh's the most like Deion,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I think
Like, and if there wasn't if our paths didn't cross because they played at Colorado and there was like some Nebraska shit,
I think I would be. I'd be like, yeah.
I'd be a
And
Shiloh
that's
fan,
what I told
dog.
my
I'd straight
son,
up be
dog.
a Shiloh Sanders
I
fan.
ain't going for nothing Colorado.
No.
Deion, I grew up. I wore number 2.
If he was at Florida State, I'd have Florida State shit.
My
I
man.
promise.
Man, I tried to wear my uniform like Deion. I was fast like Deion. That man, prime time was my motherfucking dude, man. But when I heard he was going to Colorado, like, hey, man,
Nah.
we beefing right now.
No.
I'm a Husker fan.
And I want you to
true
fail. Well, straight
and
up.
fucking through.
I
And
want you to
I
fail.
don't want you to win.
I don't want Colorado to win any football
Nothing.
games ever again.
You are next door motherfucking rival, dog.
Go
Our
somewhere
true
else.
rival.
Go somewhere else, and
You go somewhere else,
we'll be big fans.
I'm back on your motherfucking team.
As a person, I think you're good. I think Deion's a really good person.
Yeah, I think he's a great person. I mean, I think as a dad, you want all the best for your children. You'll say it. You'll do whatever for your kids to make sure they get to the next level.
Sometimes I think he says he doesn't worry about what people think, but he does.
Come on, we're human.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when you're on that kind of stage. And he's been on that stage all his life.
Just sometimes, like, maybe just don't talk about how it doesn't bother you, you know?
Right.
If it clearly does.
Coming from, and then a lot of people try to compare the Manning brothers to the Sanders brothers.
Why?
The race baiting shit. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I hate nothing pissed me off.
Why
in this.
even compare them?
The brothers, the dad.
Yeah, well, I guess. I don't even
Well,
know.
I'll say this. I'm old enough. I remember when the Saints were the Aints, where they used to come with brown paper bags on their head because the Saints were that fucking terrible. Archie Manning was the quarterback. I won't say Arch Manning was a bad quarterback. It was just the Saints were the doormat of the league back then. Had he played on a different team, he might have had big numbers. So he didn't have the fame like Deion did. He also didn't coach his boys all through their career. He didn't put them in positions as the coach. He didn't go to their high school and coach them. He didn't go to college and coach them. He kind of just let them go fucking do their thing. Peyton Manning didn't start, I think, until his sophomore, junior year. Eli didn't start at Ole Miss until he was a junior. And you never heard Archie Manning, their dad, saying anything. He did kind of dictate Eli's draft. I think he said he didn't want him to go to the Chargers or some shit because the Chargers were like the doormat of the league then, and they just had got the Ryan Leaf deal. You remember Ryan Leaf? He's between him and Jamarcus Russell, they're like number 1, number 2 biggest NFL busts of all time. Peyton he got a Super Bowl with the Colts, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their dad never took the forefront like a Deion would, or like Deion did.
Yeah.
Deion coached his boys from junior high school, college, and still.
Yeah.
Deion, he has a voice, and I don't think a lot of people want to deal with him. Is it that they don't like him? Maybe. I don't know, but you're a professional now, kid. We don't have to deal with your dad.
If Shedeur doesn't start, you don't know if you're going to have Shiloh tweeting or Deion tweeting or...
That was a bad call. The coach, I don't want that.
When he wasn't getting drafted, Colorado tweeted a 10-minute Shedeur highlight thing. Did you see that? And the first one was a 5-yard screen to Travis Hunter that went for 70 yards. And it's like, well, that's a Travis Hunter highlight. Most of them were Travis Hunter highlights.
Well, come on, man.
Like
you see what I see.
The NFL, like, you can't pull the wool over their eyes with that. Like, he has a yardage record, he has a touchdown record, whatever. But
Colorado,
people that watch the games know that there was a lot of garbage time, and they know that the play calling was such that he had to get that many yards. You know, like your dad's calling the plays. It's like it's first and goal.
Shedeur to Travis.
It's first and goal on the 1-yard line, and they try to throw a touchdown pass because they want a touchdown pass, and the dude takes a sack instead of throwing the ball away so that his completion percentage doesn't go down. It's like that's not part of the highlight video. His like selfish ass sacks.
I compared it to this when I saw that highlight video. It's like you being a point guard, and you got Michael Jordan on the left wing.
Yeah, you got an assist
and Sean
highlight.
Kemp on the other wing, right? You don't just throw that bitch up. They gonna go get it. This is Mike and Sean Kemp. Jimmy Horn Jr. I ain't gonna shit on him either. He caught a lot of nice balls too, and he'll probably have a better career than both of them.
The Ravens got, what was his name? Lachey or something. What's his name?
Travis Hunter is a real freaky talent. His catch radius was crazy. You get in anywhere near him.
LeJontay Wester.
Boise?
No, he was Colorado.
I
think he was number 10. He had a couple good catches.
A little slot. He was a little slot guy. He caught some nice balls too.
Yeah, the Ravens picked him up. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, he caught some nice balls too.
Mm-hmm.
But
so he had really good receivers and a shit offensive line. But it's like the play calling was. I wonder what their pass run percentage was.
Well, they say he completed 78% of his passes.
But how many times did he take a shitty sack when he should have thrown the ball away?
And then, I was arguing with some kid and he had to be a kid. And I'm like, calm down, kid. You're getting a little too emotional about this shit. But he sent me some numbers, and I'm like, all this shit is second or third. None of it's first. None of it's first team. You're sending me, and they got so many stats and shit, bro, that don't fucking matter. It's like,
well, I mean, like, yardage is cool, but you won half your games. You had a 13-12 record, man. So, like,
and when did the standard in sports just?
It's hype, man. It's hype.
So low.
It's hype to the point where I think that the NFL like organized behind the scenes and sent a message on purpose.
Okay, I think so too, and not just to Shedeur, but you were the most hyped. You put yourself in that light. I think the NFL is saying, hey, y'all created some bullshit down there.
Yeah.
And we ain't letting it come up here.
Yeah. Like, I don't care.
College football last year, it was dangerous, man.
Yeah.
That Ohio State thing and Michigan thing, just that day, every team came out in warm-ups and they wanted to fucking fight. The jewelry, the fucking watches, and, it's you're creating a hostile environment for these kids. And the NFL is like, yo, this is a professional league. It's a still very well-respected league in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all ain't coming up here with that bullshit. I think that's what the NFL's saying. I don't think it's any collusion, although it may be. They did it to Cap. Might be some collusion. I don't think it's really
It's
that.
not even like he's blacklisted. Like, he still got drafted. He's
Still
still
got
going
drafted.
to the NFL. And to his reaction to getting drafted, he reacted probably the same as if he went first. Honestly, like
That was genuine.
like
that
him,
was,
him and Shiloh legit seem like good kids. I don't.
yeah, they're
like,
great kids.
It's just like
Not troublemakers. Ain't been to jail. None of
like,
that shit.
I'd probably be a dick too if I had been rich my whole life. You know, like
I'm glad you said
they
it.
act like assholes, but
I'm glad you said
so
it.
would everybody
I'm
else.
glad you said it. Kid's a dickhead.
Like, he just is.
Shiloh seems a little more
I
level-headed.
think he's a little more realistic. Like, he knows what he is. Like, he wasn't the best safety in college football or anything. Like, he wasn't even on anybody's list as like the best safety in college football.
I didn't see him anywhere.
And he was out most of the season because Dowdell broke his fucking arm.
Cracked your chicken wing, boy. Yeah,
And hopefully he learned a lesson that day about talking shit.
I think that humbled him. I think this whole draft situation humbled the kid. I hope he comes out and busts ass. I think Cleveland would be a good fit for him.
Yeah.
I mean, who
Yeah,
they
like
got?
I said, man, like, it's up to him now. Like, nobody can do anything except he can play real good. And if he plays real good, then he'll be fine.
But you got a double spotlight and a target on your back, kid.
Yeah, he has more to
You got
he
some
more to
veteran
prove.
edge rushers that are coming to take your block off.
Yeah,
This is the NFL now, where you went from a JV league, and I'm in HBCUs. There's some major talent there, but compared to
Well, it's like
a Power 5, that's a JV league.
nobody else at HBCU has a private quarterback coach and hangs out with Tom Brady.
Tom Brady and shit,
fucking-
which I thought would have been with this nail deal. You remember years ago, Des Bryant was supposed to go number 1, and this is so crazy that the irony that we're talking about Deion Sanders. I think he went and had lunch with Deion, and he fell to like 16th.
Shit.
Yeah, he just had lunch.
Well, see, there must be some shit about Deion
I don't know. It's
that the
just
NFL's keen on that,
that they don't fuck with him about.
Well, and then it's like Tom Brady's part owner of the Raiders, and the Raiders didn't draft Shedeur. Who's even the Raiders quarterback?
Yeah,
I think
it's David
Geno. I think it might
Carson.
be Geno Smith now.
Is it Geno Smith?
I think Seahawks got him, or they got him from the Seahawks because Pete Carroll's coaching the Raiders now.
And then that, dog. I mean, let's be realistic. Most NFL teams are locked in with young quarterbacks.
Well,
We had a lot of good young quarterbacks last year.
Yeah.
Probably better than
Well, this class kind of sucked. It wasn't even. That's
it
what I
wasn't the
think.
quarterback year.
That's what I think is lost too. Is it wasn't even Shedeur. Like Quinn Ewers fell to like the 5th round. Fucking what's the other one's name? I don't even remember the other one's name. It was Quinn Ewers, Shedeur, and then there was another one. Oh, Will Howard from
Will Howard.
Ohio State. He went super late too.
It's just not quarterback year.
It's a shitty quarterback.
I
Here.
saw a lot of DTs
Yeah,
and freak looking ass DTs. Man, it was a DT year. That's it.
yeah.
Shit.
Well, and everybody wanted offensive linemen to protect their new
Their new
quarterbacks,
young
from last
quarterbacks.
year.
DTs and offensive line. That's what this draft was.
Yeah, but the
Big
Browns is
motherfuckers.
like they have who they got Deshaun Watson and Joe Flacco right now. So I mean, if Shedeur goes,
Flacco, yeah, Flacco was dope in Baltimore.
yeah, he's like 40 though,
Yeah,
and he played well last year for the Browns too, or was it the year before? Maybe.
year before.
Yeah, he played in the playoffs for them, and I think he won a playoff game.
Yeah, he
even,
got
maybe.
I think he got a one
So
win.
I think
Deshaun
Flacco
Watson, I
has 1
don't
year
know.
left in him. He's a waste of fucking
I
money.
think he,
dude.
yeah, I think he was a waste of money.
But maybe Shedeur is the quarterback that'll bring the Browns to some wins at least.
One thing for sure, he gonna put some asses in the seat. We know that, and that's what all NFL.
That's why I'm surprised he didn't go just a little bit sooner too. But I really think there was a, I don't know, not like a message. It's just like we're not gonna. It's not even like he got punished. It's like we're not gonna let the hype make us draft him before he should be drafted. Like at the end of the day, I think he probably went where he should have went. Like any other quarterback that had like a 500 record at a shitty Big 12 school, like. If his name wasn't Shedeur Sanders, nobody is talking about him.
Nobody's talking about you, and that's what I'm saying.
With the exact same stats. We would be like, oh, damn, that Colorado quarterback, he's all right. That's what we'd be saying if his name wasn't Shedeur Sanders. We'd be like, oh, man, he had a pretty good year.
They did all right. Yeah.
That's it.
It's like we're the standard in sports. I'm going to switch it up just a little bit and go to basketball. Like Bronny James, okay? Most of the guys, like I remember watching dudes in college where they're 20, 25 a game in college.
Yeah.
You got to draft this dude top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Where now you're getting dudes getting drafted that are averaging 6 and 5 rebounds. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, I saw an article about that. I saw an article that was like, it was basically like the NFL is sending a message that we're not going to have a Bronny in the NFL. Like, you're not going to get drafted just because your
Just
last name is
because of
Sanders.
Your last name.
So I think it's more of that. I don't think they were punishing him for the way he acted or whatever. I think
No.
they were being realistic, and they didn't let his pedigree influence their decision. Like, they looked at the tape, they looked at what kind of quarterback he was, and nobody wanted it.
I mean, y'all didn't even win that championship when you were in Jackson State.
You didn't even win your fucking
Didn't he
bowl
throw
game.
an interception?
Yeah.
That championship? Yeah, I mean.
Like,
and
you didn't even win a bowl game.
You didn't even win a bowl game at an HBCU. You go
or at Colorado.
You go 4-8 at Colorado.
And then you go to a bowl game against a team you already played and lose. And not even lose, you got, like, walked.
Mollywopped. I don't know.
And then there was this video. You see all those videos of him and Cam Ward talking shit to each other? They went to the same, like, quarterback camp or something.
I did see that.
And because Cam Ward, once Miami was up like 35-0, he went out of the bowl game. So Shedeur was like, oh, at least. He's like, how come you didn't do what your team needed you to do to win the bowl game? And then Cam Ward was like, how come you didn't do what your team needed you to do to win the bowl game?
Throwing bubble screens and check downs. And I was like, oh, that was personal, man. That ain't a joke. That was personal. I watched that 100 times. Like, man, you throwing bubble screens and check downs. I was like, oh, he said that.
He's
if
right.
I saw it, the draft people saw it
They
too.
saw it, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If I see that.
They saw it.
The first play on that 10-minute highlight video, I was like, I'll watch a couple minutes of this. I watched the first play because it seriously was a bubble screen to Travis Hunter where he broke like 3. It wasn't even a good, like, he shouldn't have thrown the screen because any other player gets lit up, but Travis Hunter dodges 3 people.
It's Travis Hunter.
And goes for 80 yards. It's like, dude, that's what I was talking to you about it when I was having ChatGPT compare stats, like barely better than Adrian Martinez. Barely.
And he was all right.
And my main conclusion was, if Adrian Martinez had Travis Hunter, Nebraska would have went the fuck off.
Which we had, we really had no receiving core them couple few years. We didn't. We were still run.
Yeah, Adrian got screwed, man. Adrian could have been. He could have had a way better time.
That turf toe, man.
Yeah. Well, that was Taylor Martinez. Adrian had his jaw wired shut.
Oh, the one. Yeah, I get. Adrian was the one Scott Frost ruined his career.
Yeah. Taylor got the turf toe, supposedly from he kicked a door at a party or something. You remember that?
Yeah, he was a partier.
And then his toe was fucked up for the rest of the season. I remember they went out in the Wyoming game, and
one of my state patrol homies, he used to do the detail down at the stadium. Said they had to tackle his dad. His dad was a fucking gangster, broke his shoulder and shit. I was like, yeah, his dad was banned from the stadium while he was here. I was like, God damn,
that's crazy.
People talking shit about his son in the stands and shit. And he wanted to fight everybody all the time. He said we had to put a detail on his dad.
That's the kind of shit. Like, I want to know stuff like that. There's stuff we'll never know that I want to know bad. There's all this like behind the scenes shit. Did you see? I saw this. It's like I don't think it's like a 30 for 30, but there was Bill Belichick talking about, because Malcolm Butler for the Patriots, there was a Super Bowl where he didn't play at all, and nobody knows why. Only him and Bill Belichick know why.
I remember that.
And neither one of them will say why. And they asked they were doing an interview on Bill Belichick, and they asked him, and he was like, Malcolm knows. And then they asked Malcolm about it, and Malcolm Butler wouldn't say either. But he played, like, the game before that, he had, like, the game of his life to get to the Super Bowl. And then in the Super Bowl, he got to play, like, one snap. And literally only him and Bill Belichick know why. It's weird, man. I want to know shit like that, though. You know?
Okay.
That's why I'm glad they all have podcasts and shit now, because they talk about shit like that.
Well, one of my favorite ones is Stephen A.
Yeah.
And I've always had a love-hate relationship with Stephen A.
Sometimes he's just...
But if you watch his podcast, bro,
he'll die on a hill sometimes, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
Just let it go.
His podcast, though, he's not giving you that ESPN Stephen A.
Well, because ESPN, he has to be like that.
He has to give you that.
He's playing a character.
Right, that's his character on there. His podcast, I think you would like it, because it's not always about sports.
Yeah.
Like, he gets real deep on his podcast. And speaking of behind-the-scenes shit, I mean, and we don't know if this is true, Wasn't there like some gambling going on in the Colorado locker room where Shedeur was like punking motherfuckers and shit?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
if we heard about that,
allegedly.
But if we allegedly heard about it, then they allegedly heard about it.
And you know what's not allegedly though is that fucking I think it's Mercedes. Like Mercedes-Benz gave Shiloh a car. They want that shit back.
Hey man, hey, if we hearing about this shit, and that's character flaws.
Yeah,
so
there was like
the NFL's gonna say
that gambling thing was like there was gambling and supposedly like firearms and shit.
Oh, see, yeah,
in the locker room. Like
we
I don't know
that.
that any of it was linked with Shedeur. I think it might have been Shiloh that was punking people for money.
Okay,
maybe. But that's all alleged. I don't know.
That's all allegedly.
It's all alleged.
But I remember hearing that.
But yeah, there was an article.
It was an article.
But then I think Deion's response to that, where he's like, "Well, motherfuckers be hating." Like I kind of believe that too. Like motherfuckers would take any opportunity to take that motherfucker down.
Any little morsel they could have got on Colorado.
Because it's not how I feel, but he's right. There's motherfuckers there that hate that a black dude's in charge.
At Colorado.
Yeah, there's motherfuckers there that hate it. I know there is.
At Colorado.
Yeah. Like just because it's not how I feel doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah,
like, motherfuckers are racist to Deion.
I didn't think he would take the Colorado job just because I know the history of.
Well, now he's driving a Ram pickup truck and he wears a cowboy hat.
Well, I mean, gotta fit in.
Yeah,
that's what I say. All the real cowboys are in Colorado and Wyoming and shit.
Yeah. So sometimes I believe where he's like motherfuckers just are hating and they make shit up sometimes.
He's prime time, man.
It's like sometimes they probably do. Like if there's nothing to take you down about, but people want to take you down, they have to make something up. They just have to. So on the one hand, there's that. On the other hand, I believe it kind of.
No doubt.
Just like and I can't speak to the caliber of anybody's character in the locker room, but just like the way they're recruiting, where it's kind of like, I don't necessarily care about the quality of your character. I care if you want to make money playing football. Like, I just feel like the culture attracts maybe motherfuckers that would be into that.
Yeah, that's what I said. College football last year, there was a stain on it, and I ain't gonna blame it on Colorado, but there was a stain on it.
Do you see that bill? The feds had a bill where universities could only pay a head coach like 5 times as much as tuition costs.
I didn't see that.
So like whatever their annual, if it's $40,000, they can only pay their head coach $200,000.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of motherfuckers that were pissed about that.
Ooh. That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because
and then they put a cap on all the money too. All the
I was gonna say they're gonna have to start doing something with that. I mean, you get a kid like Shedeur. Shit, do we know if he's a millionaire?
Shedeur
already?
I guarantee.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, well, that changes your attitude.
I bet he's got $1 million just in a trust from his dad somewhere.
And then
he's probably been a millionaire since he was a baby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Which I guess we would have to use a different kid because his dad was a millionaire.
Well, I mean, even like Dylan Raiola, he's got to be a millionaire by now, just from a savings account, whatever that his dad set up for him.
Yeah, and his dad keeps him pretty level, I see. But that, I mean, behind closed doors, we don't know how these fuckers act. I ain't gonna lie, if I got couple 2-3 million, and I might act a little different. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be a dick. I wouldn't say that, but
then it's how is Matt Rule gonna coach kids if he only makes $100,000?
I make more than you, coach. I ain't running no motherfucking laps.
Mm-hmm.
And you got little dickheads like that.
Well, then they go, you don't play because money don't mean shit.
I'll transfer.
Okay, bye. Like that's it.
You know what I mean? That's probably the whole little shit right there. We just played out. That
right.
really happened.
See ya. See you later, dude.
Might have been a couple more choice words than that, but yeah, we just played it out for y'all right there.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's how it happens. What the fuck? Already.
Good luck at a school that don't make you work out, son. See you later. Like, if you can find a school that doesn't make you run stairs, good luck at that.
Good luck at that. And we'll see how far you.
I bet you they got to run stairs at Georgia.
Goddamn right. I wish the kid success.
Shedeur?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I just think it'd be cool, especially at the Browns. Like as cool as it is, as fun as it is to hate or whatever. Now that he's not at Colorado, I don't.
I might root for the kid.
Well, I am. Like, how cool would it be if
I like the Browns.
If Deshaun Watson has a shitty year, they put Shedeur in just to see, and then they fucking make a playoff run. That'd be cool. He's cool. I like he seems cool. He's drippy. I like his.
A part of me actually thought, and I still ain't gonna cross it out because there's still some movement that can happen. A part of me thought he was going to end up in Jacksonville because you remember when Deion said it has to be a package deal.
Yeah.
I remember when he said that.
He wants both of his sons to play it.
Right.
Travis is his son.
I might be, on the edge with that. But I was like, if anybody would take a chance on him.
That would be convenient for him, though.
It would have been.
Because
then right
he's got Shiloh at Tampa Bay and then Shedeur in Jacksonville.
Something could happen.
Something could still happen. And I almost feel like that's what a team is doing once it gets to the the 5th round that he got drafted in. They're like, this is a good trade right here, maybe.
Yeah, that goes.
They're like,
down.
let's pick him up and let's see what we can get.
Polish him up a little bit and see what we can get.
By the trade deadline, maybe some motherfuckers get hurt, some quarterbacks ain't working out, and they go, I got Shedeur sitting on the bench, man.
See what we can get.
At the very least, there's going to be motherfuckers in seats at that game.
Some asses in the seats, and if you own the team, that's it. That's what you want.
Like, guaranteed, Deion's going to be there. Bang. Psh, there you go. At Shedeur's first start, Deion's going to be there. Bang.
Yeah.
For sure.
But see, that's where
he'll get some preseason play for sure. That's that too. The Browns will play him in the preseason if he does well. Like, that's a good trade right there, probably. If he doesn't, they just throw him back on the bench and let him season for a year.
I think he's going to play.
Yeah, he almost has to.
I think he's going to play right away because they have to see.
I mean, he won't at Cleveland because they got Deshaun Watson on that insane huge contract. So they
can't
have
drop
to
him off. We'll see, man.
They have to play him.
Now that he's not at Colorado no more.
Yeah, I can watch and hope he throws touchdowns, man. I legit. I hope he takes the Browns to a Super Bowl. And never mind. I'm a Ravens fan still. So no, I don't. But
we'll see.
For him to go to a Super Bowl, they'd have to beat the Ravens in the playoffs, and I don't want them to do that.
We shall see. I did not like that race baiting bullshit, though. Don't do that.
Nah, there's actual stuff of substance to talk about this.
Yeah, don't do that. That really angered me with black people, man. I thought highly of a few people where I'm like, damn, you did that. Don't do that. This ain't no race baiting ass shit, man.
Well, it's like I don't think he was wronged at all.
I don't
that nothing bad happened. I think he went when he was supposed to go. It was fucked up that somebody prank called him.
Oh,
that was fucked up. But he's not the only one that happened to.
No, that's happened.
It happened to multiple people this draft. So.
I think that kid. I saw an ex before I came here. His dad is a team owner.
Yeah, or something. Well, because Shedeur had a phone that he
only for
that
draft.
day for the draft. So he's
T-Mobile.
Only NFL teams have this number.
So yeah, he got it from his dad.
Yeah, some kid got it from his dad. And the kid did it to 3 or 4 other people.
That ain't breaking the law though.
No, it's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
But it's not. No, it's not breaking the law.
But these motherfuckers, I hope he's prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I'm like, he didn't do
nothing. Prank call, dog.
Stop that
shit. Prank call.
Man, come and then he just happens to be white. Then y'all want to turn it into that, man.
You guys never seen Crank Yankers?
Come on, man. We did that shit back in the '80s. Is your refrigerator running? Yeah. You better go catch it.
It's embarrassing. But he keeps putting himself in positions to embarrass himself. Honestly,
you gotta watch yourself now.
Stop being like that.
Stop being like that.
If you're gonna put yourself out there like that, that's the type of shit that's gonna happen. It just is.
I don't know. I'm anxious to see the atmosphere of college football this year. Now that I hate to even say it like that, but now that they're out, now that they're gone, because Colorado, man, they got a lot of fucking airplay.
Well, dude, I'm gonna be watching Colorado real close.
I'm gonna be watching them real close.
They got that new 5-star freshman quarterback, but it's we're gonna see what kind of coaches they got over there for real now. Because if it wasn't for Travis Hunter, I don't know that they go to a bowl game last year. You know
who they? Warren Sapp's on the staff. I think I seen he just hired Marshall Falk.
Yeah, well, and famous.
Is that what you want to do?
Famous and good at football don't necessarily mean you're a good coach.
Doesn't translate. And I've always said this.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe they are great coaches. I have no idea. Marshall Falk used to be my dude. I remember when he was at St. Louis.
San Diego State. I'm going to go back to college. San Diego State. That dude was 300 a game.
Marshall Falk. I remember when he was on the cover of Madden and shit. Marshall Falk was the man. Is he an amazing coach? I don't know.
I don't know. I use Michael Jordan as a prime example, and I'll use the other few.
And do you need more star power? You were already there. Do you need more of that? He should be. You would think he'd be surrounding himself with the greatest minds in the game.
Tacticians. You know what I mean?
People that nobody's ever heard of. We're paying money for a search firm to find these motherfuckers.
Like our new dude, the Dana Holmgren dude. Who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah.
But he seems like he's about his shit. a guy like
I mean, he's
that.
been around a while, but
Yeah, apparently. I kind of dug into him.
he had some good
I
shit.
had
at
never
West
heard
Virginia.
of him.
Tavon Austin, man,
Michael Jordan
Tavon
was
Austin.
the owner of the Charlotte Hornets Bobcats for years.
Oh, I forgot about the Bobcat.
Yeah, they were the Bobcats.
I used to have a Bobcats like shirt or something. You just unlocked a memory from when I was a kid. I used to have.
You still got that, hold on
I used to have
that.
a Charlotte Bob. No, I don't. It was like a T-shirt or something.
The GOAT. That's not an argument with me. Greatest basketball player to ever play basketball, but as a team owner and talent evaluator, he fucking sucked. The worst. Those Hornets and Bobcat teams, man, were some of the worst in the NBA under Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's different, man.
It doesn't always translate. I remember when Magic Johnson had a little stint coaching the Lakers. Stunk the fucking building up, dog. I think they fired Magic. That don't always translate.
Try it. By all means, try it. But there's a reason that Shaq didn't. Shaq's cool, man. He's got a new album out. Have you listened to his new Shaq Diesel album?
I seen some of that. I hadn't listened to it yet. The first one was dope.
I mean,
I used to DJ clubs, man. I used to play that shit in there.
He's pretty good at stuff.
I like
Shaq's,
shit.
like all of his
Shaq can actually rap.
All of his side mission things, man.
Who else? Dame Dollar. Dame Dollar's nice. That's about it in the NBA.
Yeah.
I remember Allen Iverson had an album. He probably shouldn't have did that.
Well, Deion had one. That was pretty bad.
Was it a whole album or was it a song?
Just a song.
Must be the money.
Yeah.
I remember that shit, dog. I remember that shit. I used to slap that shit, man.
The chorus is good.
Who?
The chorus is good. Like the hook
Must
on
be
that song.
Money. I don't know who would have wrote that for him. Maybe he fucking did.
Let's
see who wrote that
Let's see
song.
who wrote that song.
If it was Deion, I'm gonna salute you, man. I'm gonna quit talking shit.
Wrote Deion. Who wrote "Must Be the Money"? Deion
Must be
Sanders.
the money.
Nah, he didn't write that shit.
He didn't.
Nah.
I mean, because it slaps today.
R. Simmons, C. Wolf, D. Austin,
D.
and then he has a writer's credit on it too.
Dallas Austin. I wonder if that wasn't Dallas Austin.
Oh, he had a whole album. Hold on.
Oh, it was a whole album.
He had a whole album.
Oh shit! I gotta play it tonight.
He had a whole album with 16 songs.
16 back then. That's a lot.
Wait.
What?
Oh, I was about to say, "Must Be the Money's not even on here. So he had Time for Prime, Prime Time Keeps on Ticking, Why You Envy Me, Must Be the Money, It's All Real, To Be Me, Say Hi to the Bad Guy, We Can Roll, House of Prime, It Ain't Over Yet,
I don't remember this.
Moving, Haiti Haiti Hey, Papa Son, Something About That Woman, It's On, and then Time for Prime again, but only for 30 seconds.
He did a full LP.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to this tonight.
1994, he had it's 60 minutes long.
It was in '94.
Yeah.
Really?
There's the album art right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did I say 88, 89?
Reception was bad. Reviews say superstar Deion Sanders doesn't bring the same game to the recording studio as he does to the playing field. It's not just for sports fans. It's not for anyone.
Damn.
Yeah, Dallas Austin. You're right
Dallas
about that,
Austin.
by the way. Damn.
Crisscross.
Yeah, album released on December 26th, 1994, day after Christmas. That's kind of bold, actually.
Yeah, that is bold. But and not make it a Christmas album.
Capitol Records is on
Capitol Records?
It was on MC Hammer's label. It was on the Bust It label.
Yeah,
Bust It
yeah.
Records.
What?
Yeah. Universally negative reviews. The album reached number 70 and number 14 on Top Heat Seekers.
Number 14? Shit.
Must Be the Money, which was a take on Secret Weapon's 80s hit Must Be the Music. Well, that's why that one was good, is because it's a twist on
I did not
Must
know
Be
that.
the Music.
I didn't know that.
It was the only single that released, but the single didn't make any charts at all.
It didn't? He was on Arsenio Hall, wasn't he? Was that?
He was on Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
And he hosted Saturday Night Live and did Must Be the Money and It's On February 18th, 1995.
I think I remember that. He had the gold. I think he had a gold suit on even.
That's crazy.
So that shit was
yeah,
whack.
There you go. Yeah. I guess so. We'll listen to it here in a second. How much time we got?
94.
We got like 10 minutes left, and then we'll put some on.
What was I doing?
I bet you was on.
I was a senior in high school.
I bet you it's on here. We're about to pay him some royalties.
Yeah, let's give him a couple dollars.
This shit right now. The album's not on here.
It's not.
No.
It ain't. It ain't even on there. Oh shit, Deion, damn. They done took your shit out of rotation, doc.
I bet it's on like YouTube or something.
But ain't the brothers doing music though? Who did a song?
I mean,
Who did it?
Shedeur did.
I'm thinking of the Ball brothers.
Shedeur did that one, Perfect Timing. Because I remember Nebraska played it in the locker room after we won and put it on Instagram.
Okay.
So
Shedeur did a song.
Yeah, the only one that I can find is Must Be the Money.
Jello Ball, he did a song. That's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah, well, they're into everything.
Yeah, they're into
everything.
Stealing glasses and chains.
There's something funny about why his dad let him do a Puma deal. I don't even remember. Something about Puma being pieces of shit or something.
I was surprised.
He's like, he'll find out. Yeah, all you can find is Must Be the Money.
Nothing else, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was Shiloh Sanders. It was Deion Sr. that he fired.
Okay, yeah.
So he
Really?
fired him, got a new agent, and then an hour later he was on the Buccaneers. So it's almost like the Buccaneers called him and were like, hey, we'll sign you if you have a different agent. Like, it's like they don't want to deal with Deion. And Shedeur, I'm pretty sure Shedeur still has him as his agent. So, like, is Deion actually the problem?
Junior.
No, senior.
Senior.
This is senior we're talking about. And but how can you be somebody's agent and also a college football coach? I don't get that.
College football, man,
It seems like a big conflict.
It's the
of
wild
interest,
west
dude.
right now. Yeah, there's just a bunch of shit going on, and because like I said about the Des Bryant thing.
Yeah, I don't know,
and Deion was involved in that.
Yeah, say whatever you want about him, man. We've been talking about him on this podcast for like 2 years.
It's prime time.
Ever since the first like smoke about, I mean, longer than that. It's 3 years now.
Yeah.
Ever since the first smoke about Deion being Nebraska's head coach, we've been talking about Deion.
And we don't know if
we thought that would have been cool at the time. Remember that? We were like, man, that would be cool. Now we're like,
I was probably 50-50 with it. Yeah, I think I was 50-50 with it. I love his personality, myself, but the people of our state.
Yeah, they wouldn't have liked it. Well, if he came in here and he was like, all you Nebraska kids, get the fuck out.
Yeah,
like,
that wouldn't have swung. That wouldn't have swung here. Colorado, they got the Broncos. They got a lot of other. Here, this is the only thing smoking. This is all we have. And for him to come in and be the way he was, and we don't know if he would have came in like that either, though. He would have maybe read the room. He
probably would have. That's his thing. He's going to be himself no matter what.
Right. And I don't know I don't want to call our state good, clean, and wholesome, but yeah.
I mean,
we're
we
a good,
definitely
clean,
don't.
Wholesome state.
Dylan Raiola's not here because he would have been like, Shedeur starting day one. People wouldn't have liked that either.
People wouldn't have liked that.
Remember that press conference, the Colorado press conference, where he's like, I'm here now, and that's your starting quarterback. Before, like, a single day,
no
even on the field.
Battle, no quarterback controversy.
Shit made people mad.
That's it.
That would have made people real mad around here.
Yeah. I remember playing with coaches' sons, and, like, man, you bitch-ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You ain't – I mean, I can say it now. He used to coach at the university here, Danny Nee. He had a son named Patrick. I used to shit on Patrick on purpose, bro, in front of his dad. He never would fuck with me after that. and I was already a felon when I was 16. I was already doing shit, so I lost a lot of my offers sophomore year. But Nebraska they were never going to recruit me just because, I used to shit on his son. But he would always put him in that kind of position. And the dude wasn't that good. So, yeah, I would resent that.
Well, it's like
I try to take your fucking head off in practice.
Should Sam Hoiberg be playing in the Big Ten? I don't know.
No.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. He's got a lot of hustle. He's got a lot of spirit.
He's a dog.
He tries really hard.
He's a dog. But Big Ten basketball, nah. No. And by the way, shout out to Nebraska basketball, man. I'm proud of you boys, man. I saw that all the way.
Finished the season strong, man.
Yeah, I saw that all the way. That
beat a couple good schools. Like they weren't playing nobody's
Boise,
schools
man.
necessarily. Boise, UCF, like
Boise should have made the tournament.
Yeah.
But shout out to Nebraska basketball.
I feel like making the tournament last year was kind of a fluke a little bit. I feel like we got a little lucky last year. Like maybe they got ahead of themselves.
Well, the
success-wise,
the pool's wider now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got those filling teams.
Yeah.
And they're Big Ten.
So I think last
affiliated.
year maybe set some unrealistic expectations, and this year it's like I don't know, like the 3-point shooting like fell off a cliff.
Mm.
Now that we don't have Keisei Tominanga anymore,
Oh man,
Juwan Gary and Bryce Williams though they played really. They had
Ballers.
a few really good games, and that's where I'd be pissed because they were putting up like 20, 30 points and losing still. Like they would both put up 25 and lose.
and still lose.
It's like fuck.
Like damn.
That sucks.
Yeah, that deflates your sales.
Yeah, so I'm glad they went and won that tournament.
What was the name of that tournament?
The Crown or something.
Crown, Sin City Crown, or some shit.
like that. I don't even know. That's
Yeah,
like, it wasn't a big deal tournament at all, but it's nice to win.
What'd they get? 50,000 for the first game, 100,000 for the second, and I think the championship game was 300. So they played for money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who gets the money?
Nebraska, we do. The players. They split. They
really?
split. See, but this is what confused me. I don't know if they got 50 for the first, then you get 100 for the second game, so that's 150,000. Then the championship game was 300,000. So is that 400? I mean, that's damn near $500,000
I didn't know. I
split up between the players.
didn't think that would be allowed. That seems weird too.
That's what I was like. What? But that's what the tournament was. It was a $300,000 tournament, and I'm like,
pretty good motivation,
Hell yeah, man! Shit, I'm going out here. I'm going the fuck all out, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting paid.
$300,000 split between, and not even the coaches, just the players.
That's not bad. Like even if it's $1, that's $1 more than I had yesterday.
$1 more than I had yesterday. So I don't know if other tournaments are gonna do that, but shit, I think I like that shit. $300,000 game, shit. And you know Nebraska basketball, and
Well, and you get like the trip is free, and you get a bunch of shit while you're there. Probably like
Yeah,
if
they
it's like
all got-
if it's like bowl games, they got
Yeah.
big old swag bags.
yeah, they get
and
swag bags.
They all got PlayStation 5s and shit. Probably.
Yeah, they got a lot of shit, and the tournament was in Vegas, so I think they even played in that
Mhm.
in that fucking stratosphere thing. Yeah, they always give them shit.
Yeah,
But this, I've never seen a tournament like that before, and I like the format.
it's pretty cool.
I think it's dope.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get some better basketball. Football, I don't know what the fuck they gonna do with this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's turning into a monster. It's gonna be hard to. And then that Tennessee kid that's like, you gotta give me $4 million, and Tennessee was like, peace. I'll fucking see you later. Then like that,
Come
the
on,
dude
man.
tanked his own market value. Like that was actually super interesting to watch.
It was.
And there's some stuff happening like that where I'm like, okay, we're gonna be all right because some kid like he threatened to sit out the playoffs. He threatened to sit out this season, and instead of bending to what he wanted, the university told him to fuck off. So like that set a pretty good precedent. Like now other kids are gonna see like nobody wants to deal with you when you're acting like that. He wasn't showing up to his NIL things. Like he had to do like autograph shit, and he just wouldn't show up.
Character flaws.
Yeah, so it's like you act like that, it's not gonna get you anywhere.
That's what we're creating. That's what they're creating in college football.
I hope not, man.
It'll be interesting this year. We shall see.
Yeah, we will. All right, well, it's pretty much all the time we got.
Go Big
But
Red, though.
Go Big Red. It will be an exciting year. I'm always
This
excited.
is his third. This is the put up or shut up year.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of 50-50
Yeah,
with this
I'm
guy.
always excited.
Maybe I'm 60-40.
I'm pretty much all the way there.
You all the way with
I think
him?
he's doing a really good
I'll
job.
follow your lead, dog.
So far he hasn't done anything that I thought was not the right thing to do.
I'll say that. Yeah.
You know, like every single time he does something, I'm like, that makes sense, and I see why he did that, and I like it. Like some
Follow your
stuff,
lead.
like the last guy, like Scott Frost and Mike Riley, and even Bo Pelini. I'm like, why are you acting like? Why are you doing that? Why aren't you like Bo Pelini didn't want to fire his brother? Like I get it, but sometimes you got to fire people.
I'm going
And
to follow your lead, dog.
Mike Riley's like he had issues that I didn't necessarily agree with. Scott Frost, mainly that Mario Verduzco guy. Like, why are you riding on this Mario Verduzco dude so hard?
Killing kids' careers,
Like he's obviously not doing well.
smoking on campus.
Yeah. Not even just having a cigar in his mouth unlit. Like that's not cool. It's not cool. He's a mad scientist. Like, yeah, he's whatever.
You ruined the kids'
We know
career.
what happened.
Yeah, we know what happened.
We know what happened. But yeah, Matt Rule so far, I'm like, every single decision he's made, I'm like,
He is a guy's
that's
guy.
pretty good.
He is a guy's guy. I will say that. I like that about him. He's a guy's guy. But
Maybe he's just a smooth talker, but that helps too. Like that's part of the skill set is to be a smooth talker, man.
and that's something I need to work on.
And he seems like he's pretty like hands off actually. Like he's handling big picture. Like I have a vision for where this thing is gonna go. The details of how it's getting there, they're in charge of that. And I kind of like that.
Not the Deion approach. Yeah, I do like that.
I kind of like that. It just makes it feel like a bigger deal. Like I don't know. Like if he doesn't talk to the team every single day, like when he does talk to the team, it's a big deal. You know, like if he's not giving a speech every day at practice.
I do like his speeches.
Right. Like
I
if
do
he's
like his to the team.
If he's not giving a speech every single day at practice, that speech on game day hits harder than it would
Double time.
if the kids see him every day. And you know, like he should be visible or whatever, but there's also something to be said for him being like not necessarily your like he should be their friend or whatever, but not necessarily your first go to. Like I feel like he wants them to be tighter with their position coaches.
Yeah,
which
go to
is
your position coach.
Which is how I think you should probably do it. And I don't know how Deion does it, but like in the Marine Corps, it was like, well, I see my team leader every day. I see my squad leader every day. I see my platoon sergeant every day. I see the platoon commander every day. But like if Sergeant Major comes around, I only ever see this motherfucker like once a week, maybe. So when he's around, I'm extra on top of my shit, and I'm like, my uniform looks extra good, and I'm trying extra hard.
Kind of mind,
you know?
It's a mind fuck. Yeah.
So like if he's not watching practice at all, and then one day he's like, okay, I'm watching you practice this week, Damon. It's like you're gonna be puffed up that day for sure. So there's there's even leadership in not being there, like deciding when to be there and not be there. Like that's a game. And maybe you shouldn't be there every day.
48 laws of power. Absence creates respect.
Sure. Yeah, see? There it is.
I can't remember what number that is, but yeah, that's real.
You can like, you
don't have to be seen every day.
There's some balance you can play where, and maybe even not being seen on a day gives you more respect the next day. Maybe.
Third year.
We'll see.
I'm all in.
We'll see.
We shall see.
I'm into it. The spring game, did you see the pictures of the attendance and stuff? It's kind of pathetic.
That motherfucker was empty, man.
Yeah, it's kind of pathetic because everybody was at the garage sale thing or whatever trying to get their helmets, which is cool. And like, I feel like that should be a separate day.
Yeah, you shouldn't have did that on that day. Maybe the day before or during the week or something. I think a lot of people were pissed about that whole format, and that equipment thing was kind of a pacification.
Well, and it's like, the people pissed about the equipment thing or whatever were probably only trying to get shit to sell on eBay anyway. Like,
yeah, that's what I said. Like,
doesn't even matter. I'm more curious about why they were clearing out the closet.
They've never done that before, ever.
Like they were selling all the old alternates and those like red helmets
baseball,
and shit. Yeah.
They were selling volleyball bats, and it was. I thought it was just football.
No, they were selling everything.
Usually, when that happens, a new apparel contract is coming.
Yeah.
I said, I remember we wore Nikes in the 80s. We went to Converse in the 90s.
That'd be kind of cool. New Balance. Fucking.
Hoka? What are them?
Reebok.
Hokas?
Be a Reebok school.
Damn.
We'll see.
Reebok used to be in football back in the 90s, and they kind of fell out. I don't know what happened to them.
They're soccer. They're European
or Jordan.
Mostly now. Yeah, Jordan would be cool. Jordan would be cool.
Matt Rule does fucking wear Ant-Mans. Have you ever noticed that? He wears the Ant-Mans. He wears basketball shoes on the sideline. Try to look up some footage of last year. I noticed.
Are those Adidas though?
Yeah, they're Adidas.
I feel like I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I feel like
they're Adidas.
I think he can wear whatever he wants, but he has to wear Adidas shoes.
Like this dude's wearing basketball shoes.
Yeah.
Not even the trainers, you know what I mean? But he's wearing.
I wonder how much of that is him trying to be like. He wants the kids to see him wearing Ant-Mans, you know?
Well, he's what? My age? What is he? 50?
Yeah, he's
early 50s?
50-something, yeah.
So he's a 90s dude. Yeah. That's our era. I be telling motherfuckers, I ain't trying to look cool. This is my era.
I just am cool.
Motherfucker. I can still wear jerseys.
You just think it's cool.
You think it's cool. You're wearing my shit, motherfucker.
Wearing jerseys is like, I don't know. They're so expensive, and then it's like, I'm going to wear another man's work uniform just to be out doing shit.
I didn't wear a lot of football jerseys or basketball jerseys, but
Baseball
I'd rock
jerseys
a
are cool.
baseball jersey.
Well, those just look like shirts.
Yeah, it's just a shirt. Yeah,
Basketball jerseys and football jerseys. Like
I had to be
unless
going
you're
to the game.
unless you're going to a game.
Right.
Like if I sometimes I want a Ravens jersey or whatever, but it's like I'm not just gonna walk around Lincoln in a fucking Lamar Jackson jersey.
I never got that. Baseball jersey,
Especially
all
not
day.
for $200 or however much it costs for a goddamn
I used to have
jersey.
the home and away Detroit Tigers jerseys.
baseball jerseys.
I even put my name on that bitch.
Baseball jerseys are like that's like
It's a shirt.
it's just a shirt.
Hockey jerseys. It could be a jacket.
Hockey,
I think I had a couple. Hockey jerseys.
like you put a hoodie on under
or the
it.
sweaters. Yeah, put a hoodie on under, and rock that. But that's more like a
Yeah, there's certain
shirt.
stylistic things that.
Yeah,
make
it's a
sense.
shirt. Sweater. They call them sweaters, right? Yeah, it's a sweater.
Yeah, football jerseys. Like, there's never a situation where football jersey.
Yeah.
I have a Husker one, but I only wear that on game day, really.
That's different.
And it's not a specific person. That's what I think is weird too. Like the hero, like the hero worship part of it. Like I think Lamar Jackson's cool and good and awesome at football, but do I want to
Be him.
Do I
be
want to
like him.
wear his name on my chest? Like, not really.
Nah. I felt the same way about Michael Jordan as
Yeah,
much
it's
as
like-
it's like I don't want to wear that shit. I very rarely
Like, I want to have somebody else's name on my back. Like, not really.
Nah.
So I'll just get a Ravens T-shirt. Like, I'll rep the team, no problem. But it's like,
Shit.
and then here I almost want to find the kids that don't have huge NIL contracts. Like, I want to get like a Luke Lindenmeyer T-shirt or something. You know?
What's
like
the Elkhorn kid?
Dylan Raiola.
Kalen? Danny Kalen, is he still here?
No, he's gone.
He left.
Transferred. Yeah, it's like Dylan Raiola already has $1 million.
Yeah, he good. Local kids
Find
too.
some kid that
Let's find a local kid.
there's like barely going to be any local kids on the team
I know,
anymore.
and seeing that. A lot of those championship teams, as much as guys as we had from Cali and Florida, we had a lot of local homegrown talent on those teams.
Well, there's that kid Jet Thamala. He's out of like Grand Island or something. He's a top 10 quarterback in the country.
I saw that.
He's the best.
I had to double look at that.
He's the best quarterback Nebraska has ever produced, ever, and he didn't even get a visit. He didn't get an offer. They didn't even talk to this motherfucker.
So he's from GI, huh?
I think so. He might be from somewhere else. I don't.
had to double.
Like
look
I'm
at
not for
that,
sure,
like,
but I
damn.
think he's an Islander. Yeah.
Huh. And they produce some dogs out there.
Yeah, but he's the best quarterback prospect that Nebraska has ever seen, ever, and he didn't even get an offer from Nebraska.
See-
because we already have fucking Dayton Raiola in our class.
Oh yeah.
So if we offer that kid, then Dayton's like, what the
and
fuck?
the attention span today ain't all in. He hears that you even go talk to another quarterback. I'm out.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe he's not like that, but
And maybe he wants to compete.
like Dylan wasn't scared of because we brought Danny Kalen in and that. Like Dylan wasn't scared of competing with.
Different pedigree.
Another
though.
Elite
His
11.
dad played alma mater in
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah.
You about to go compete for the job.
Yeah.
But we don't know everybody that tells their kids that.
So you'd think Dayton would be the same since he's his brother, but
Yeah, I forgot about that. He's up next, huh?
yeah,
And they say he's better.
he's a lefty, which is kind of weird. But he, I think he might be a little better like moving around.
He looks like
Just
he looks a little
bit.
more.
But he's
leaner.
also only like 16, so we don't know. Like we're watching film of him playing against other 16. Like
See, there that goes.
it's
Too.
like there's a certain point where it's like I'll find out when you get here. I
yeah,
guess.
leave the kid alone.
There's
for
no
now.
amount of like I trust that the coaches are good at looking at tape and like whatever they see. Like I don't pay too much. Like and it's weird to me to pay that much attention to like I'm like a 40-year-old man like looking at a 16-year-old's
16-year-old, right?
videos. I'm like I don't really care until they're here.
And that's what I said when I used to coach little league. When we practiced in like random fields throughout the city. Like my team, we practiced at Woods Park, big ass field. Now, all these little league teams, they practice right at the high schools. And I'm like, okay. When I played, the teams would be mixed up. This kid went to that school. Nobody would know each other. Now, all of them go to at least one or two schools together. The majority of these kids will probably end up at this high school. But we had I won't say his name, but little 5th grade kid, little Mexican kid. I'm like, man, that little boy's a fucking freak. Like, who's his dad? Did his dad play? Nah, man, this little boy's putting this ball where we tell him to put it, right? Every time we get a break during practice, he's over here doing soccer shit with the football. You know what I mean?
He don't want to play football.
Yeah, and his little Mexican mama over here, she's not enthused by this shit at all. I don't even think she knew English. And I'm looking at the high school coaches over here. You know, they slobbering over this little kid. This little fucker's in 5th grade. I'm like, hey,
dude.
man, he probably ain't going to be playing football. They like, I'm like, you see what he's doing? You see his Mexican mama over there? He's out here just to stay in shape, bro. Leave him the fuck alone. He's in 5th grade.
Well, it's fucking.
He has to get
weird,
through middle
dude.
school. Like, you know how many times his mind's gonna change?
Like, is winning high school games even that important for you to be scouting? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know when it became that.
Who cares?
It rubbed me to kind of, like you said, a 40-year-old man looking at it. Kind of, and not to say that, but it was kind of creeping me
Well,
out.
not even that it's creepy. It's just like I don't care. Like, it's not a good
care.
use of my time. I care when he gets here and he's throwing touchdowns and shit. I don't really care, and I have nothing to do with it anyway. So I'm not gonna stress about like. The only thing I do stress about is it's weird that we have a sick quarterback prospect. Like, at least say what's up to him. At least, even if you have no intention of offering him, no intention of letting him play, like at least say what's up.
Give him a call. Congratulations on the game last night. Something.
Yeah. Which, I mean, maybe they did. I don't know.
Maybe they did.
It doesn't sound like the kid even visited Nebraska.
See, y'all, who was that? Bill Callahan? You let Danny Woodhead get away.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I'm still pissed about
nice,
that,
dude.
dog.
Imagine if that motherfucker played.
Oh, man, I think they got.
That's a Heisman right there, probably. That's a Heisman.
I think he won the equivalent of the Heisman.
Yeah, he damn near was in the running for the Heisman out of Shedeur.
I think he's still, and I could be wrong.
Because the Heisman can go, it's the best player in college football. It can go to anybody. Like, you don't have to be Division I to win the Heisman, I don't think.
No, the Division II, they have a.
Yeah, they have like the equivalent.
Of it. I think he's still the all-time yard holder, Division I, II, and III. He was for a while there. I think I want to say somebody broke it, but I think he's still. And it's been a while. I want to say there might have been a guy that broke that, but he held it for a minute. That dude was 300 some change a game in high school.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, FCS players can win the Heisman. The last FCS player to finish in the top 10 of Heisman voting was Steve McNair from Alcorn State. So there you go. I don't think anybody's ever won from FCS.
Nah.
Mark Gronkowski. I wonder if he's related to Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, he had a bunch of brothers. There's like 5 of them motherfuckers. Yeah. I think they all played.
Probably. All right. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for checking us out, and we hope you have a great week.
Holla.